What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be playing Beavis and Butthead for the Sega Genesis. I've owned this game since Christmas 1994. It's considered a pretty hard game. You only have one life, and there are a lot of cheap deaths that you can't avoid in the game. I'm going to teach you how to beat this game, and I'm not a speed runner. I'm not a expert hardcore game player, but if you take your time and you're careful, anybody can beat it following these methods. So here we go. I'm just going to play it, and I'm going to give you guys a little play-by-play as we go on all my tips and tricks. First thing that you're going to do is grab the remote, and we're going to go to the hospital, because the hardest thing to do skill-wise is to go through the hospital on Billy Bob's golf cart thingy. You'll see what I'm talking about. You can progress through the game and do everything that you can to collect the ticket pieces, and then you'll get to this point and die every time. So we're gonna run. We're gonna hold the A button to run past all this and go in the hospital. We're gonna go straight to this cart, and if we're successful with this, then we can proceed with beating the rest of the game. My best tip is to stay in the middle and avoid the medical waste bins. Try to keep your eyes peeled to the right side of the screen so you can kind of anticipate where they are. Sometimes if I lose focus and I don't keep looking towards that right hand side, I'll make mistakes and Billy Bob will kill me. There's a lot of them towards the end here. If you just stay towards the middle, you're safe. So cool, we got it on the first try. Let's collect our first ticket piece. And from here on, the rest of the game is going to be sort of a breeze. I like to do things hardest first, save the easy stuff for the end. Go up to this poster and press C, or A, B, or C. That places your first piece of the ticket on the poster, and then press start to go back to the room, because we don't need the options. The next thing we're going to do is go to the street, because for beginners or people who don't have this whole game memorized like me, this is going to be your next biggest challenge. Okay, so we are going to avoid the skateboards in the street and run all the way to the end of this screen here. Press C to enter the sewer. All right, we'll collect our hot dog. So we got 2 full life health bars, Beavis's and Butthead's. There's also no timer in this game. That's something that's really important to realize, that you have all the time in the world. So take your time, especially on this sewer level. A lot of the platforming is very hard to do unless you are holding the run button while you jump. Sort of in this fashion right here, you keep the tip of your thumb on the A button to run, and then you rock over the back of your thumb to press B to jump while running. Every time you jump, you need to watch out and make sure you're not landing on rats. You can take a few hits here. Just take your time is the best advice I can give you. Watch out for the rats. These jumps are really easy if you're running while jumping. If you just try to jump, you'll barely make them, if at all. Okay, we made it through. Not much damage. Let's collect our burrito, and we'll leave this hot dog for when we get back from the junkyard. We'll collect this duck so we can pawn him later at the Turbo Mall. Alright, now this is the best weapon in the game. The machine gun, dart gun. Sometimes you can't, if you want to collect the food from killing an enemy, you can't, to replenish your health, you can't shoot it at full blast because you'll shoot the enemy so far off screen that he'll basically like despawn, or when he dies you won't get the food. So sometimes you have to shoot like this. Again, running jumps to clear this nuclear waste. And the biggest thing is to watch for the hawks in the air are gonna be the biggest problem, where you'll have like cheap hits to your life. Don't collect that boot. That boot is only used for couch fishing, and it will actually bring the enemy Earl into your window of your house, and you'll end up getting hurt. Here's Todd. It's a good opportunity if your life is depleted from the sewer to kill him to get his life. Now I can shoot him fast because he's backed up against that tire. But normally I'd shoot him all the way off the screen. We're going through this junkyard. You have to do it to get a bone to feed to Colette, who is Tom Anderson's dog. And I'll explain why when we get there. Colette is is one of the most critical things in the game, the poodle. There's 2 points in the game where if you don't give her the item that you have to at that point, she will kill you, and there's no way you can avoid it. She'll take both characters' life bars and you'll have game over. On the way out, you can kind of speed around a little bit. Just watch out for the hawks. And take your time and make sure you don't jump right into one. A lot of the things in this show in this game that seem cryptic would make a lot more sense to you if you were a huge fan of the show. At the time that this game was released, I had seen every Beavis and Butthead episode there was, and to this day I'm a huge Beavis and Butthead fan. Alright, now again, we're just going to take our time and proceed very slowly and very safely through the sewer. We're going to watch for the rats on the ground, that we don't land right on top of one of them after a big jump. Like that. Almost seems like a lot of these jumps are a little bit easier on the way back. When I was a kid playing this, that sewer was like the most impossible thing for me to get through. Now, as we're heading with the bone to Tom Anderson's house, Earl's gonna spawn right off screen here. As soon as I pass this fence or so, Earl's gonna spawn, or even a little bit before, so we're just gonna start shooting ahead of time to anticipate him. like this. Alright, I'm just going to go in the level. Alright, now we're going to kill Tom Anderson, which is hard to do unless you have the machine gun. Let's get the key. Now, if I just use this key and open that door, this dog will kill me, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm gonna give him the bone. You just select it, and you press C, which is the action button, and it permanently runs away. Now we use the key and walk towards the door, and it unlocks automatically. We're gonna get the chainsaw with Beavis because the game won't allow you to select it with Butthead, and then we're gonna also grab the fishing rod for couch fishing. Okay, here we are back at Tom Anderson's house. I made a mistake and left the level before I actually collected the ticket piece. We're gonna select our chainsaw, and you stand somewhere approximately around here. It kind of automatically does this for you, but I stand right about here. Hold the chainsaw down until this animation starts. Beavis cuts the tree down, which again, it's kind of cryptic, like how would you know to do that? But there's a whole episode where they cut down one of Anderson's trees. Alright, we got another ticket piece. We are going to run back to the house. You don't have to always put the ticket pieces on the poster, but it helps to clear out your inventory so you have more room for items in your pocket. Okay, next we're going to do Burger World. The strategy guides tell you to do Burger World first, but that's kind of it's the easiest level, and maybe they do that just. It's good to start there if you're learning the game to practice, but you always want to kill Billy Bob first, or you want to beat that Billy Bob hospital segment first.
Right there, dude.
So we're gonna go to Burger World. We're gonna immediately watch for the skateboard. We're gonna select a weapon. Since we need life, we're gonna. Oop. Too far. Since we need life, we're gonna kill Todd. Burger World's always the best level to replenish your life. You can easily kill Todd. Then you can go behind the building here and collect another secret life replenishing piece of food. So we're all filled up. A lot of people get confused about this screen right here. They keep going back and forth between this opening screen and the dumpster, and they can't figure out how to navigate to the back of the building to get inside to the fryer. I always just imagine that there's a little line, a diagonal line that kind of like segments out the parts of the level, and that's how I always get to it the right way. We're going to collect the mouse, the straw, and then we're going to save the burger for later. Also, another secret piece of food is right here. I'll just eat it just because it replenishes back there every time that you come to this level. At any point in the game, if you're low on life, you can come to Burger World and easily collect 3 health food power-ups. Now, the code to get in the back door is going to be BUTTHEAD, which spells Butthead. The Angry Video Game Nerd and James and Mike from Cinemassacre, they had stated that they felt that was too cryptic, and how would anybody ever know how to know that code without a cheater's guide or the internet. I figured it out myself as a kid when I was 10 years old, so It was just the first logical guess. Try Beavis, try Butthead. So I just I picked up the mouse from the dumpster, pressing the action button C. Then I also picked up the fries, pressing C. Then I stood in front of the fryer and I pressed C, the action button, to drop both items in, and then that generates mouse burger and French fries, which is from another Beavis and Butthead specific episode. We're gonna go ahead and give those to Stuart Stevenson's dad. Now in the episode, it was actually Mr. Anderson that ate the mouse burger and French fries. Stuart's dad never ate them, but he is in that episode asking Beavis and Butthead a very complicated question, whether or not Burger World's shakes were made from ice cream and milk or shake mix.
Cool, yeah.
We're going to collect this headset so we can pawn that at the Turbo Mall. That's important to get enough money to enter into the movie theater. Let's get our weapon so we can shoot Todd. The closer he gets to you, the more likely he is going to shoot you, so you want to keep him away like that. Alright, another ticket piece. When we come out the door, we're going to run. We're going to go back to the dumpster. We're going to eat this poisonous burger. Now, from this point on, my health bars are going to deplete, until I die, basically. So we have to go to the hospital now to get cured.
We need a doctor.
This was a big problem when James and Mike played the game, because they didn't know that burger depleted your life. You can also you can eat the burger with either character. It just wouldn't let me do it with Beavis a moment ago because my inventory is completely full on him. And now that we've already completed the Billy Bob segment of the hospital, this is our only reason to go back to the hospital. It's just to collect, to not only get cured from eating that burger, but the whole purpose of eating the burger is that you are not allowed to go into this room right here. This nurse will stop you unless you are sick. So you get sick from eating the burger. That lets you go in this room. And let's see here. The only reason you're in this room is to collect the scissors that are up on the shelf up there. Those scissors are integral to complete the hard portion of the game. Because there's the easy ending lets Beavis and Butthead watch the Guar concert, and the harder ending, the more difficult ending, lets them rock out on stage with Guar. Another comment that James and Mike had was that this character looked like he was out of place and he wasn't supposed to be in this level. There is a specific episode where Beavis and Butthead are sick and they go to the hospital, to this ER waiting room, and they deal with not only that receptionist behind them, but they deal with that barbecue guy. He was at the ER because during a barbecue, the steak forks or whatever got stuck in his skull. So that's why he looks kind of like out of place, I guess, but he's not out of place. He was supposed to be there. We're gonna run past this guy. It's not worth it to kill him to save life, because in the process of killing him, you're just gonna get hit by a skateboard or bowling ball. So either way, you're gonna take one hit. All right, we placed all of our ticket our ticket pieces up there. Now, I've already collected the pants from under the bed. You guys didn't see that because it was after I made my little mistake earlier with the street level where I didn't cut the tree down. So we have the bird we can sell at the pawn shop at the Turbo Mall. We have the headphones we can sell at the Turbo Mall at the pawn shop, and then we have the pants that we need to have access to the laundromat.
Change it. Work there, dude.
The Turbo Mall is the highest concentrated area where you can collect the most ticket pieces. We're gonna get our machine gun because we have to kill multiple security guards, and they generate right about here. He spawns when you get to that trash can. These guys don't have any projectiles, so you can let them get a little bit closer, but they can hit you from really far away. And I'm doing this again just to detect when they generate. I take a shot every few steps. Alright, now we can go all the way here. Now, in the mall, you always want to be steady just jumping, because there's always a barrage of shopping carts coming towards you, trying to hit you and take your life. So just keep jumping, just as you're walking, just jump, pressing the B button like this. They're always going to generate, and you can get a rhythm to it. So we have 50 cents we earned from selling Mr. Stevenson the mouse burger and french flies at Burger World. We're going to go in the pet store and spend it. We're going to buy a snake for 50 cents. We're going to have the cashier gift wrap the snake. And while we do that, we grab the keys off the register. We're going to collect our package. I'll let Butthead do that. Alright, now we have our key right here selected. We're going to go to this cage, because there's you let the bird out and there's a ticket piece in there. I'll stand right here. Hold the run button while this animation is happening to try to run away so you don't get hit. Most of the time you do anyway. Alright, now we're going to go on Weeby Cars, the automotive store. We're going to kill Todd. Get a burrito there. We're going to collect this oil sample, which is one of the most important items in the game. Okay, we're going to just keep jumping. Toy store is irrelevant. You can go in there and get a baseball bat with a boxing glove on it. That's Butthead's preferred weapon, but you don't need it at any point in the game, really. It's only important to smash these shopping carts and smash the shopping carts, and then you get a burrito from doing that. But you can spend critical money that you shouldn't spend on them and have to reset the whole game. So don't buy any. I wouldn't suggest buying any of the weapons from the toy shop. We're going to go into Yogurt, and we're going to collect a bar of soap out of the bathroom. Here's an opportunity to give Butthead a decent weapon for free. Is this spitball straw? We're going to stay as Butthead so we can collect this soap bar. Okay, now we're going to go back to the laundromat, and the security guard will not allow you in the laundromat unless you have the soap bar and the pants from the house. Now while we're in here, this is again a reference to the episode Washing the Dog. We're going to open these. You can open these doors and they make that little noise. So we're going to select our oil. If I do this last dryer is the lady's dryer, the grandma. If I open it without oiling it, she will kill me, and you cannot run away. The game places like an invisible force field where Butthead or Beavis will not be able to go past this point, and you'll just be stuck in this corner until she kills you or you reset the game. So we're going to make sure, we're going to triple check that we have the oil selected in our inventory. That's very, very critical. We're going to not stand by the hinge of the door, which is kind of like common sense, we're going to stand directly here. Like, I mean, basically make it like pixel perfect. And then we're going to hold the action button. I'm going to get right in the center, hold the action button, and it's going to oil the hinge like that. Now the door is silent. So we open it, there's a ticket piece. Now once we get past her, I wouldn't suggest opening this one because I don't remember, but there's nothing in there and she may wake up and kill you from that one. So you can open this one though, and there's a power up. Listen how he burped. That means anytime you burp, your health is just replenished. Now we're totally done with the bottom level. We're gonna go on the elevator. We're gonna keep jumping to avoid these bowling balls and skateboards. We're gonna switch back to Beavis. We're gonna pawn this headset. That just gave us 280. Now we're gonna pawn this bird. Now we have a total of 330 that we need. We need $3 to get into the movies, to the drive-in. Here we are in the Army recruiter's office. He's terrified of snakes, so we're going to give him this snake as a present. While he is distracted, we're going to take this ticket piece. We can actually drop this book because it doesn't come in handy at any point. No, neither does the snake. We're going to grab this bomb off the shelf, so that's critical. And now we are completely done with the Turbo Mall. There's no reason that you would have to come back here unless you wanted to collect the binoculars from the drive-in stage and pawn them for money. And you could use that extra money to buy the weapons at the toy store, but it's an extra step you don't have to take. So we're gonna keep jumping. And now if there's a shopping cart behind you and you run, that's the fastest way to get through the level because another one will never generate in front of you. So you can leave the level a lot faster. Go back to Beavis. Shoot a security guard. Now sometimes one of them will generate behind you. Nope. If one of these guys generates behind you, you can walk just fast enough to keep him behind you, and that'll help you exit the level faster because while one of them is behind you, another one won't generate in front of you. Similar to the shopping carts. You can also do the same thing in the high school level with the Earl character. Okay, let's put our ticket pieces up.
All right, Guar. Yeah.
Let's grab this camera. We need that for the drive-in.
Change it. We're there, dude.
Okay, now, if we don't have the money, there's no way we can get in here. So we've earned the money by pawning the items. And we're gonna go up to this register, press C, to buy a ticket. Then we're gonna select, make sure our bomb is selected, go into the lobby. Gonna stand about here, press the action button, and Butthead will automatically walk backwards and throw the bomb. Again, this is taken directly from an episode. They blow up a snack bar and there's slushy going everywhere. Here is one of the other important pieces of platforming in the game. In a minute, we're gonna have to come back through here with a woman that Beavis and Butthead have named Butt Lady, and she's gonna be trying to kill us. We're gonna collect this burrito, so we got 100% life. We're gonna collect these binoculars, just because we don't have to, but it's one of the items that you can pawn. We're gonna Go to Beavis because he has the camera. We're gonna take a picture of Butt Lady while she's rocking in this van, and we're gonna run as fast as we can, holding the run button and jumping. Like these puddles will slow you down a lot, but even if your health, as long as your health bar is depleted, or I mean is full, she can't do anything to you. She can only take a little bit of your life. You run in here, she slips and gets knocked out. Grab another piece of ticket. At this point, we are nearing the end of the game, and it'll only take me a few more minutes to complete it. One of the most aggravating levels is the high school, because it's really hard to navigate through. Let's go ahead and place our ticket piece.
All right, Guar. Yeah.
Just to keep our inventory clear, we're going to drop these in the room. We're going to make a stop off at Burger World to replenish our life, and I'll show you how easy that is.
We're there, dude.
Okay, so we're almost filled. Got Todd. We're going to shoot him. We're going to only hit the button every so often so he doesn't get too far away. Alright, we're all full. Now we're going to proceed to the high school. This is going to be one of the most taxing situations for your life bar in the whole game.
We're there, dude.
Alright, so when you get here, press start, immediately select your machine gun because you're going to need it to kill multiple Earl characters. Also, while you are proceeding through this level, you're going to have to steadily keep jumping to avoid the bowling balls and the skateboards. Now, the Earl character will respawn a lot. Let's go in this first classroom is Mr. Buzzcut's classroom. We're going to select Beavis and his burp power. We're going to run up to him and we're going to burp at him so much to where he has to hold his breath. And we're going to collect these chemicals that are on his desk. You have to be very fast to collect both chemicals in one shot. We'll get right here. Now I'm gonna be taking a lot of hits, but you have to just keep burping on him until he holds his breath. Okay. We'll go back to our machine gun. And now I kind of tap now that character, the only way you can avoid getting hit is you got to try to jump over her in an arc. It's not foolproof, but you know, most of the time you'll avoid getting hit by her. I kind of walk like this. If you go too fast, you can lose a lot of life very quickly. Now, about halfway through the Earl spawns somewhere around 4 times, at 4 different points in this level. All right, let's go into Mr. Van Driesen's office, and we're going to collect this piece of gum, which we need to put on our couch fishing pole, and then that collects us the final ticket piece. Nothing for us in the bathrooms really, even though you can enter it into them. Okay. Now at the end of the level there is a piece of food to replenish your health. We're going to go into Principal McVicker's office. We're going to select our 2 chemicals that we've mixed together. We're going to give that to him. And he's going to pass out. We're going to get our ticket piece. Again, this hallway is so aggravating and long and drawn out to get through. If you have a good amount of health, you can just basically just like speed run through the whole thing. And you know, you'll take hits from Earl, but if you keep jumping, you'll avoid the skateboards and stuff. If you get to this point, there's not much that can stop you from beating the game. Okay, now we're going to do our couch fishing. We're going to select a piece of gum and this fishing rod.
I got something.
I'm going to tap A, B, or C really fast. It's going to give us a ticket piece. Now we're going to get a piece. We're going to stand right here and press C to grab a piece of pizza out of the couch. That's another very critical item. It's going to get us a cat, and the cat is used for the second time that you have to get rid of Mr. Anderson's dog, Colette. So we got our cat. We're going to put our last ticket pieces on the sign here. So now we have the Guar tickets completely reassembled, taped back together, whatever. If you can barely, I don't know if you can make it out, but now the tickets themselves are kind of like glistening. There's like little shiny marks coming off of them. That means that they're complete, and they are now an item that you can collect. Oop, stood in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right. Trying to get it on camera for you guys. Okay, see, I just picked them off the sign. I'm gonna drop these binoculars because I don't need them. I'm pretty low on health, so we're gonna make a stop at Burger World. And then we're gonna go to the Guar concert. If you want the hard ending of the game, I suggest making sure you have a full life bar when you get there to the concert.
Change it.
Okay, here we go. The end of the game.
We're there, dude.
We've got our tickets. We're going to go ahead and present them to the promoter here. Now, if we walk in these doors, we get the easy ending of the game, where Beavis and Butthead are rocking out to the Guar concert, and it suggests that, you know, that there's to you on the ending that there's maybe a second harder ending, and it tries to challenge you to get backstage. So that's what we're gonna do. We have the cat. We have the scissors. These are the two most critical items to get the hard ending. Let's get our machine gun. When you get somewhere around this pole, you can start pressing C to distract the dog with the cat. You have your machine gun selected, and these gorilla boys are gonna start generating, and they're really hard to kill. If you have a full life bar, you can run straight all the way to the backstage without dying. But I'm gonna kill the first two of them just to be sure I have have enough life to get back there. They do throw projectiles, they throw bananas at you. Now I'm just going to run for it. And you'll see, I'm not doing anything special, I'm just holding down run. Maybe a little bit of jumping. Then I press up to go in this door. Press start. Now we're going to select whichever character has the scissors. And we're going to run up to this rope right here. And we're going to cut it by having the scissors selected and pressing C, the action button.
Ow.
That puts that sandbag on top of the head of this Gorilla Boy promoter. We're going to grab these little scraps of leather off the ground. And now we're going to go on stage.
All right.
And now we're rocking on stage with Guar.
Cool. Yeah.
If you press C, it swaps between the two characters. So right now I'm pressing left, right, controlling Beavis, and I'm pressing the B button to make him stage dive and smash his face in the ground. And then if I press C, I switch to Butthead. And again, I'm going left, right, left. Now I'm stage diving. When you're done playing around with this screen, you press start, and that begins the credits. Anyway, that's my video, my every guy, normal person strategy to beat Beavis and Butthead for the Sega Genesis. You don't have to be a highly skilled player that has lightning fast reflexes and anything like that. You just got to know what steps to take, and you got to make sure to take your time and be careful, and it's pretty easy to beat. So post in the comments below if you guys are able to beat it, and also if you have any questions about any of the strategies I used on this video. Have a good one.